house of random, I wouldn't say useless, but just random stuff.
And you're going to Chili's to sit down with the fam, and a goddamn robot pulls up and tries to serve you. You're like, excuse me. I'd like to be a gallon of milk that expires, maybe the 23rd, the 24th, instead of, maybe the 15th, the 16th. You know what I'm saying?
What is up, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome if you're new. My name would be Evan. You can call me E, Ev, Red, Captain Redbeard, Big Red Bastard, Son of Ritz, Ginger Jesus, Red Rob Zombie. Fuck, we go by a whole bunch of names. But what is up, everybody? We're getting at it, admittedly, very fucking late. It is 12:17. And I don't mean 12:17 in the afternoon, pal. It is, admittedly, we're getting at it way later than I intended, but this is the birthday weekend celebration. Yes, yo soy, I will be the big 25. Ugh, I got chills just thinking about it. I'll be the big 25 by the time the weekend's over or the beginning of the week starts. So, yeah, Kaylin, my sister, she flew back into town. She'll be with us the whole weekend. Excuse me. She'll be with us the whole weekend. The reason why we're starting so late today is that we're off at the county fair because this is like the last weekend for the county fair. So went out to the fair, didn't do anything too crazy. It basically looked at a whole bunch of like livestock animals and stuff like that. There was some cute little, it was all kinds of animals, like big ass pig with big ass fucking balls, and his name was Spitshine, I think his name was. Yeah, Spitshine. And there's like a whole chart about how this dude's like mega breeder and has like ridiculous sperm count or whatever the fuck. But I mean, he's got fucking, his balls are like the size of my head, so that makes sense. Like he's just got these fucking, I don't even know. But yeah, we saw some cute little like mama. Well, the moms weren't little at all. The moms were fucking huge, but the little piglets, the little babies, and the little tail, really fucking cute. And then we were looking at all these, I don't know, like dude cows, because they weren't bulls. They looked like cows, but they were dudes. So I guess that's a bull, but it wasn't like bull with the horn matador kind of bull. And there were like all kinds of them. And I found out that those motherfuckers, RIP those dudes, they just got sold at auction earlier today they got sold at auction, and then tomorrow they're getting shipped out and going to wherever they're going to get processed. But there was one cow there that had like goated parents or like goated genes or something like that. Motherfucker sold for $27,000, and they go by the pound, and it was like 1,200, maybe 1,300 pound cow. So like we could do the math here and figure out like how much per pound that motherfucker pulled in, because apparently it wasn't even that special of a cow, but it was just, I guess, his genetics. Damn. Oh, okay. Damn, still okay. So if he was 1,200 pounds for $2,700, he was selling at $22.5 a pound. That's crazy. $22.50 per pound. Fuck, I don't know shit about like farming or country or really any of that bullshit. I know very little of any of that bullshit. But fuck, selling for 22.5 a pound. Seems pretty good to me. And I was talking to this, I think the kid was in like 4-H or something like that, some like country kid, and he was the one that was breaking down and telling me like all the shit that was happening. I was like, that's a cool cow. Damn, that one's big. He's like, well, yeah, that one over there actually weighs more than that one right here. And I was like, what the fuck? It was like an optical illusion. Like, he had a big old fatty that was laying over here, and he was, I think, 1,300 pounds. And then you had another one, like because there was a whole bunch of, they weren't in like stables, like in stalls. It was just like a fence, like a rack, or like think of like a rodeo, those kinds of like the 3-bar kind of fence thingies. It was that, and then they're hitched up to that, like tied around like a horse or whatever. So there's like a whole bunch of these motherfuckers lined up, and they're just eating, doing whatever the fuck. And the dude laying down was like 1,300, but then there's a dude like 4 cows over, and that motherfucker was like 1,400 or like 1,450 or something crazy like that. And I was like, damn, that's a big fucking beefy animal. Like that's a lot of animal. And I learned today. It's always a great day when you learn something new. I learned where what is it? I think it was the brisket. There's some cut of meat. I'm forgetting it now, but there's some cut of meat that I like that comes from the cow, and it turns out it's their chest. I want to say that's like the brisket, or there's some cut of meat that's like their chest, and I was like, oh, so that's where that one came from, because like the sirloin and the top sirloin, all that bullshit, that's like towards the end of the cow, like towards the hips and the butt and everything, and obviously like the ribs or whatever, but or might have been Chuck. No, Chuck is right behind the neck. So Chuck is like right behind the or throat and is like the neck shoulder area, and then it was like the titty area was something. It was interesting. They had different charts that are breaking down. And then we saw some absolutely adorable fucking sheep and goats. Goats are awesome. Goats are fucking goated. I love goats. Those motherfuckers are so round, and some of them have such attitude and had such personality, like headbutting against the thing, and like they had these like the closest thing I could compare it to would kind of be like those shoe racks that you have that you put on like the other side of your door. There's like a whole bunch of slits that you can put your shoes into. It was like that, like a metal grate that had these like steps on it. So motherfuckers just, I'm like going up, man, just do. It was honestly really fucking funny. But yeah, we saw a whole bunch of animals. Saw a quail. I haven't really seen a quail up close. I've seen the wild ones with the little derpy little thing over their head, like their little 15 babies running behind them. I've seen those motherfuckers in the wild, but these were not that. They looked completely different than those ones. And I was like, oh shit, it's a fucking quail. But yeah, and then I met up with the homie Patrick. We met up with him at the fair. He just met us around. It was a really weird petting zoo. It was like baby goats, sheep, llamas, alpacas. At some point, there was a kangaroo that was in a pouch that was there earlier. Not sure where the fuck they got a kangaroo from, but that little Joey is chilling in a pouch apparently. Didn't see it, but apparently he was chilling in the pouch. But yeah, it's fun. The fair is fucking fun. I don't know how or why, but fucking Wiz Khalifa performed at the fair like 2 days ago. I think it was Thursday he performed at the fair. Now I don't live in a small little podunk town, but I'm also like not the capital, not the big city either. So it was kind of crazy. I'm like, damn, this motherfucker Wiz Khalifa was in my hometown, was performing at the fair that we go to like every year, because it's around this time every year, and we always go around my birthday because my birthday's late April, and so it was just crazy. People like Snapchat stories and Instagram stories and shit like that. Just fucking Wiz Khalifa, just Wiz Khalifa performing there, and it's cool because like the thing with the fair is that for the shows and the people that are performing at the shows, there isn't like an extra ticket cost. So you pay for parking and then you pay to get into the fair. And then they just have a concert that's there at the same time. So like you pay $16 in total, 8 for parking, 8 per person to get in there. And then you could just go to a concert. Like when I was in high school, we had YG. That was a really fun fucking concert. Way before we legalized like for recreational or anything like that. But I remember there were so many people smoking weed openly, and it was the first the first checkpoint that I got was like, fuck yeah, because I was probably 15, 16 maybe, and there was hella people smoking blunts and shit like that, and people walking around. Like, it just smelled like weed, and it was because the YG concert. And I remember overhearing like one of the cops like talking to somebody. They're like, yeah, we don't really give a fuck about the weed and everybody. We're looking out for the drunk people because those guys are the one that are like starting shit, trying to fight people, whatever. And I was like, hey, yo, based ass fucking cop, yes. What the fuck? Let's go after these motherfuckers instead of these motherfuckers. Yes, that's sick. So that was a standpoint or a landmark, I guess I was trying to say, way back when. Was like, damn, dude, not even the cops give a fuck. Like, they care more about this bullshit than they do about this bullshit. That's awesome. I'm sure there was so much pack in the air for Wiz Khalifa. I am sure there was so much pack in the air for Wiz Khalifa. I would have been smoking. That's for goddamn sure. If I go to Wiz Khalifa, I'm definitely fucking smoking. That's for goddamn sure. But yeah, tonight it was just some country dude, don't fucking know. A whole bunch of cowboys and cowgirls and just doing whatever the fuck. But yeah, we had a really, really, really great time. Yeah, just went to the fair. We got home at like 11:45 maybe. Yeah, like 11:45-ish. And then I pretty much got on, started recording as soon as that happened. But yeah, so far so good. I have until I took the 27th through the 30th off, so I don't work again until Wednesday, which I'm happy about. Yeah, today's Saturday night. Ooh, I'm gonna bang out like a little tiny little baby stream because tomorrow, when this video gets uploaded and when this video's out that day, but tomorrow because we're talking about in the future. So tomorrow / today will be it'll be a gripless 24-hour stream. So what that will entail is, or the reason why we're doing it, is compounding factors of multiple things. So first I'm gonna crack open. I know it's different. I know you're like, that's not a fucking Smirnoff Smash. I know. But it's Milwaukee's best, okay, pal? Hey. 32 ounces, 6%, okay, pal? I ain't complaining. I'll drink that. Oh, yeah. Oh. And it's not like no malt liquor or nothing. It's not like a 40. Like, it's just straight up beer. It tastes like a Budweiser or something. Or like a Coors. Oh, man. But yeah, we went to I forgot my train of thought. We went to the show. Or not show. We went to the fair. Had a fun time. Fucked around. Drank a little bit. Took some pictures. The little photo booth thing. Took some pictures. It was really fun. It was honestly really fun. That's right. The stream. So there'll be compounding factors. So I've been streaming currently right now. It'll be day 89 of streaming every single day. So I didn't try to, but I inadvertently. So tomorrow on Sunday, my birthday is Monday. So on Sunday, it is going to be the 90th day of me streaming every single day. So I've been streaming every single day for almost 3 months in a row now. I didn't try that or plan it, but it turns out that the 90 days, which is tomorrow, coincides with my birthday and having all this time off and all this shit, right? So what we're going to do is it's going to be a celebration of the 90 days of streaming every day for 90 days, but then it's also going to be a celebration of my birthday. So my schedule is going to be fucky. But basically, I'm going to record this episode, edit it, get it processed, export it, stream for a little bit. Like, we'll stream while it's doing the editing bullshit. And then I'm going to get up at like 8 in the morning because it's a 24-hour stream. So whenever I start it, the earlier I start it, the earlier it'll be over because Monday is my actual birthday. So I'm thinking I want to try and start as early as I can on Sunday, so that way I'm done as early as possible on Monday, so then I can still have the whole rest of the day Monday to do stuff. Because like I said, Monday's my actual birthday when I'm actually turning 25, but this is just the celebration into that. So go check out, it'll be linked in the description, but go check out the Twitch page, twitch.tv/eelsauce. We've been running up numbers on there. We're at almost, I think, close to 75 followers now, which has been really fun. I think we're at like 72 or 73, something like that. Yeah, some Custer shit. I went through all this bullshit to set up PayPal on my account so that people can donate, can send me donations, and then it'd be through a PayPal, and then I could, digitally sending money. You know how this shit works, right? So I fuck around for like a week setting up the PayPal and all that bullshit for the streams. And then the homie Dan, shout out Dan, he donates me $1 the other day. So I'm like, all right, cool. So then I go into PayPal to like look and check or whatever the fuck. And they're like, all right, cool. You just need to do one more little verification thing, and then you'll be all good to go. Because at that point, I couldn't do anything but look at the money. So then they're like, it'll take about 2 to 3 business days, and then whatever the fuck. So then a couple days goes by, I check back into PayPal, and I look, and my account had been permanently terminated. And basically, long story short, the bank account that is the only bank account and debit card that I have is blacklisted. I cannot go create another account and use that bank information for that account. So, fuck you, PayPal. You guys can suck my fucking dick. You're a shitty fucking service. Didn't want to use you anyway. So, fuck you. Suck my dick. I'm going to have to call customer service because I can't close out the account because there's still a balance in the account, right? But my account's been limited, so I can't send money, I can't withdraw money, and I can't refund the money. So, it's like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this 86 cents that's sitting in PayPal? Because I went to go close out the account. Because I'm like, fuck y'all, I don't need this stupid account anymore. And then they tell me you can't close an account when you have money in it still. I'm like, you dumb bitch. You restricted me from sending money, receiving money, or refunding. So what the fuck am I supposed to do with this bullshit 86 cents? I'm just glad it wasn't an actual more amount of money and that it was just $1, kind of like a test run, whatever the fuck. Because no, I'd be way more blown if somebody donated like $20 or $15 or hell even $5 and I couldn't use it. It's just fucking locked up. So thankfully it's only 86 cents. It's locked up in purgatory. But I have to call customer service or something, be like, dude, what the fuck are we doing here? Like, fuck y'all. Because I made a business account because I looked online and all the research I was doing, it said, if you're streaming and this is da 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 for that, make a business PayPal instead of a personal PayPal account because there's differences between the two. Well, fuck you, PayPal. Suck my fucking dick, you stupid shitter. I don't even use PayPal before. I'm not going to use it ever again. Shitty fucking website. Shitty fucking platform. Fuck you, PayPal. So I'm going to wait until we hit 100 followers. Well, I don't have a choice. I have to wait till we hit 100 followers, and then I can use some kind of like streaming donation thingy where it would be the same thing as like a PayPal or whatever the fuck, but you just have to have a certain amount of followers. But somebody in chat, I think it was Seth, mentioned or asked, what if I made like a Cash App, or what if I made a donation thing to something else? And I'm not sure. I honestly, I have no idea, but I'll look into it, and if I can, just make a command for a link that then would link to like the Cash App, and then people could just donate through that. Then I'll just do it through that. But yeah, we made $1. We've made our first ever dollar from streaming recently. So I went and I pulled out $1, and then I got a frame for it, and now it's framed above my head, right above my bed, on my wall. So now, fuck the haters. We're still out here. We're doing it. Excuse me. But yeah, I've just been not doing too much. Wednesday was my only day off this week up until now, and probably slept the whole day, so not really I haven't really been doing too much, but sometimes not doing too much is perfect. You know, I don't always have to be doing a million and one things. Sometimes it's just nice to just kind of just but yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited. I've accidentally streamed for like 12 and a half hours twice back to back before. So I'm not even worried. It's not even a question of whether or not we can do it. Like I said, it's just the scheduling, because I'll have to get up early in order to do it, because yeah, obviously 24 hours, it starts from whatever. So if I start streaming at like 8 o'clock in the morning, then I'm not going to be done until 8 o'clock in the morning. So I'm trying to make it early enough so that I can still, on my actual birthday, like go to bed and wake up, and then, because I'm pretty sure we're just going to get like dinner or something on my actual birthday. Nothing too crazy. But yeah, leading up to it. Ew. But yeah, I want to do a gripless 24-hour stream, so be on the lookout for that, because that's gonna be mad fun. May or may not upload that stream onto the YouTube as well. Probably not, because a 24-hour stream on YouTube, the downloads file for that, like a 12-hour stream is like 30 gigs. So fucking yeah, no, that's like a 60 fucking gigabyte file. I don't think I want to do that. But yeah, we're gonna get gripless, play fucking a whole bunch of games, stream a whole bunch of shit. Started watching the Fallout TV show last night. That was the first episode so far was really cool. I like the first episode so far. Let's see. Originally tonight, because Kaylin wanted to be on the podcast, and I was like, fuck yeah, dude, I'm going to bang out an episode, record Saturday, upload on Sunday. And she's like, all right, cool, whatever. So we went and got her this morning. Her flight landed. She must be like the first person in history. She called us at like 7:30 while we're still ripping on the highway, and she's like, all right, I'm here. I'm ready to go. Like, at the time when, like, it's like, those things lie to us all the time. They don't actually get there at fucking 7:30. And then the one time it actually gets there at 7:30 and we're like, yeah, we're probably like another 20 minutes out still. Sorry. Because usually, there's like a delay or it takes time to like get the people off the thing or like going to your gate or whatever the fuck. And like, but no, she was B2A just on the dot, just fucking ready. And yeah, so that was fun. Oh, how could I forget? We went to Waffle House today. The first and only time I've ever been to Waffle House in my life. And it was bussin'. It was good. I got a strawberry waffle. I got some eggs, hash browns, bacon, toast. Fire for like $11. Absolutely fire. It was really good. And it was mad funny because like the layout of the Waffle House, it was like a rectangle, like a tube. So you come in through here and you walk down, and it's like a bar counter thing, and then the grill and all the shit they cook on, and then like a little bit of booths and a little bit of booths. It's literally just like a shoebox. Like we made a restaurant in a shoebox, and so there's probably easily like half a dozen people working there. Like one chick's cracking open eggs, and other dude's like fucking flipping shit, and other dude's making fucking hash browns. There's like half a dozen cooks in the kitchen. But there weren't that many people in the actual restaurant. It was like us three, a dude behind us, a couple next to us, and like two dudes by themselves at like the bar further down by the door. So there's probably as many people eating in the restaurant as there were people working in the restaurant. So I thought that was kind of funny. I was like, they got hella people in here. Like, they got that shit out fucking instantly. Like, instantly they got that shit out. But I mean, it was like In-N-Out Burger. They had fucking 15 people on like an assembly line doing whatever bullshit, chopping up whatever bullshit. Like, just doing whatever, I guess. But no, Waffle House, it was really good. I didn't get stabbed. I didn't fuck anybody. I didn't get pregnant. I didn't do a drug deal. I just had delicious food. W waitress, she was really fucking nice, really sweet. Yeah, went to Waffle House. It was really fucking good. Crashed out in the car on the way home because at that point I had gone to bed. Excuse me, because I worked yesterday basically 3 to 8:30. But then I knew that we had to pick Kaylin up from the airport, so I was like, all right, bet I'm not gonna go to sleep. So I didn't go to sleep. So yeah, by the time we actually got back home, it was after 11 because we left a little after 6 and it was after 11. So we were gone for a solid like 4 hours. But I mean, it takes an hour and a half, 2 hours each way. No, yeah, it was like an hour and a half each way, and then throw on getting breakfast and sitting down in a diner. That threw some time on it. Not like we're on like a time crunch or anything like that. But yeah, went to fucking Waffle House. So that was delicious. Me gusta Waffle House. I still have that waffle. I gotta probably fuck that shit up later. Ooh, yeah. I'm just thinking about that waffle. It was really good. Yeah, Waffle House delicious. Prices were great. People were awesome. It was good filling food. And then we drove home. I was knocked out, and then pretty much slept all day until around 5 or 6 or something like that. No, it's like 5 something because we were at the fair around like 6:30. But yeah, then I slept for a few hours. Ooh, fuck. And then, like I said, went to the fair, gommed around at the fair. They had a seal. They were doing like seal training bullshit at the fair. It's like, why are these animals here? Why is the kangaroo here? Why is an alpaca here? Why is there a fucking seal over here? What are we doing? Why are these animals here? What the fuck are we doing? Because you have your regular livestock and cattle and chickens and pigs, sheep and all that bullshit, and like 4-H and all that. But yeah, there's just fucking quails. Oh, there's rabbits, some cute ass rabbits too. Those are some cute little rabbits, little Peter Cottontails and whatnot. But yeah, it was fun. As always, it was fun. Like I said, it was some country dude who's performing. I don't even know the dude's fucking name, but he was there doing his thing. People were rooting, tooting, cheering. Saw a whole bunch of Daisy Dukes and fucking cowboy boots and fucking Blue Lives Matter t-shirts and fucking shit like that. Thin blue line, all that bullshit. But yeah, it was a good time. Like I said, hung out with the homie Patrick, fucked around. Wasn't anything too crazy. And then by the time we actually got home, yeah, it was closer to like midnight probably. And then here we are, busting out an episode, just bringing something to the people. But let's see, what do we? I was banking on because, like I said, Kaylin wanted to do this together. So originally, I was banking on just talking to her or talking with her about whatever the fuck. But we'll be doing that for next week's episode. So not this episode, but next week's episode. You guys will see. So let's see. Honestly, oh yeah, okay. So this shit's gone too far. I was at work the other day and I checked the lost and found bin because we need to look for something, right? So I'm checking the lost and found bin and I see this. It's a Geek Bar blueberry watermelon, right? Blueberry watermelon Geek Bar, right? It's got a fucking astrological sign on it. Why is there Taurus Pulse Geek Bar vapes? Is this really where we're at now? Even the crystal mommies are getting in on it? Is this really what the fuck we're doing? Like, I saw that and I had to take a picture of it and I was like, dude, what the fuck is this? We're hitting the fucking Gemini vapes now? We're puffing on Gemini bars? What the fuck are we doing out here, bro? Like, what is this? What has this become? What and where and why? What direction are we going in? How is this even possible? I mean, it's not that hard to explain how it's possible, but like, who the fuck is out here? Like, the crossover of disposable nicotine vapes from China and then astrological signs? But shit, I mean, we've talked about far more heinous drug combinations and vapes on this show earlier. So, like, that's fucking nothing. But I got a chuckle out of that, and I was like, the Taurus vape. All right. Yeah, strawberry, blueberry, watermelon. Okay, cool. No, I didn't hit it. That'd be crazy if I hit that shit. That'd be crazy if I ripped that shit. Yeah, this episode's going to be a lot shorter than the usuals. It'll be closer to maybe 45 minutes to an hour just because we got scheduling shit to do. And like I said, I still got to go stream, or I want to go stream still, but I still want to get up early for the 24-hour stream. So I don't want to be spending too much time in the stew this week. And then I'll have next week's episode will be with Bubby. So that'll probably be longer. We might make that like an hour 45, 2 hour long one. We'll see. But what are we looking at right now? What are you looking at in the barrel of right now? Has it already been like 30 minutes? Damn, it's already been like 30 minutes. I am such a professional yapper. That is actually insane. It even impresses me sometimes. I'm like, damn, motherfucker. I yapped for that long about what? I don't even fucking know. I blink and fucking 15 minutes goes by. But you know what they say? When you're having... Time flies when you're having fun. You know, you love what you do. You never work a day in your life. And fuck, this shit don't feel like work. No, sir. Don't feel like no work. Yeah, eventually, I like to do something in here. I don't know. I've been trying to get a new job recently. I've been looking at a lot of different job postings. We went to the 15th page on Indeed. That is how gripless we got. Like, when you're on a page for something, or you're on Indeed.com, there's all these different things you can apply for. Went to the 15th fucking page, just thumbing through pages of bullshit. I applied to easily like a dozen different jobs. and we're all at different points of that training, doing something with one of them that I haven't been too focused on. Then I got a call from these other ones, but then they haven't called me back, even though I've called them back. We got a couple different pots going at the same time, but I'm just trying to figure out which one. Ideally, it'd be fucking sick to get a new job before I have to work, because when I worked Wednesday is a custer ass 2 to 10 shift, so I'm not really trying to work that at all. At all. A shitty ass Wednesday 2 to 10 closing shift. Yeah, I'm good on all that. So hopefully it'd be fucking sick if I got a new job or was able to transition over this little break. That'd be a great gift to me. The gift of employment and not having to work at a shitty minimum wage job. So we applied for all kinds of shit from like we applied to a couple brand ambassador things for companies. Applied even some like general labor bullshit. I applied for. Did other customer service cashiering things. There's one that I didn't really look into much about it, but then the more that I read, I was like, oh fuck that. But it was basically like cashiering at a nursery. But then I was reading the description of it. It's like 14 an hour or 14.50 an hour, which is only a little bit more than I'm making now, or might be like what I'm making now. And then it was like, you must be comfortable with being at least part or maybe all of the shift outdoors. And I was like, yeah, with it becoming Arizona in the summertime and the heat, I'm not trying to be outside. I'm not trying to stay outside. So doing some kind of bullshit like that, maybe not, me lord. Maybe not. But yeah, I applied to a whole bunch of shit, so hopefully we'll get something popping with that. Because I am just, every day I work, I'm closer to fucking quitting. And even just thinking about fucking taking care of business. Ooh, I might fuck around and just call off on Wednesday. I really don't. Ugh, I might. Fuck, dude, I really don't want to work Wednesday. The more I think about this, I really don't want to work Wednesday. I really don't. I'm gonna figure it out. It'd be fucking sick if I just quit and I was just like, all right, deuces. Sorry. Fuck it, we'll make it happen. We'll look into it. We'll make it happen because I'm not trying to work that bullshit shift. I am not trying to work that bullshit shift. We'll figure something out. I'll either get a new job by then, maybe quit. No, because I can't quit without anything because I got bills and shit to pay. But I'm not trying to work your shitty fucking grocery store job anymore. Honestly, I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm tired. It's time for something new. But it sucks because there was this regular dude that I've seen like he'll come like 3 times a week. And the most recent time I saw him, he was asking me, he's like, so you're trying to move up in the company or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, no, honestly, this is just like a temporary, what I want to be doing. Excuse me. What I want to be doing is more of like going to school, electrician, trade, shit like that. And then he was telling me about he had a friend of his, a buddy of his, that is an electrician, and that his son, the dude who's talking to me, his son was working as an apprentice or working under his friend as an electrician for like 50 an hour or some crazy shit like that. And that he said that his son just like didn't want to do it or just didn't like it. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm getting paid damn near like a fifth of that, doing, I guarantee, way more bullshit per hour. I would love to make $50 an hour. That would be insane. I would make in 3 hours half of my fucking paycheck. In 6 hours, I would make my weekly fucking paycheck in a 6-hour shift working 50 an hour. Fuck, dude. I'll even take 20 an hour. There was I don't know, I forget what you call it, canvasser, I think. The people that are outside, like, public places, and like, are you a registered voter? Do you care about penises? Well, sign this thing about lopping dicks off, or whatever the fuck. Those people, there's a company I was trying to do it with, that they paid like 25 an hour, And then their competitor that I reached out to, because they were being custers, their competitor I reached out to, they were doing 28 or 29 an hour, but then they were custers and never got back to me. But it's like, God damn, dude, there is money out there. There's money to be made, to be had. I just got to find a way of getting into it, because the shit that I'm doing right now is not the fucking move. I'm trying to make some decent bread, have not so crazy. I mean, ideally, I would love to work like a European work week, work like a Monday through Thursday, maybe 30 hours, maybe 25 hours, and then make enough to be able to just, because I want to be doing this bullshit, content creation, streaming, music, like the creative stuff is what I want to do and be able to monetize, but I'm not at a point right now to be able to monetize what I'm doing right now. We will in the future. We will for sure. We'll have like sponsors for the podcast, or fuck, we'll even do sponsored streams or fucking product reviews on the cannabis channel. Just as of right now, we don't have many avenues for financial stability, but we're building it brick by brick, layer by layer. You know, the fact that we have like 70 plus people on Twitch is fucking insane. That is my biggest platform of all the platforms that I have doing this stuff, is on Twitch. And met a lot of fucking cool people. And at the same time, it's been really cool having all the homies and, you know, my work friends or my school friends. They're in chat. They're talking with each other. Like, I'm a great collab of like, the gamers that I met online through playing Fort are also talking and playing with like my coworkers, and my coworkers are talking and playing with my IRL high school homies. Like, it's a cool blend of all these different people coming together, and then I'm meeting hella people. I got people over in Europe. I got people fucking, yeah, like the UK and shit like that. It's just been a lot of fun. It's been really fucking fun and really entertaining. And I genuinely really, really enjoyed doing it. And I was contemplating doing the podcast on the live, but then I was like, nah, dude, the 24-hour stream, I just need to focus on streaming and doing that shit. Because if I did do that, then while I'm streaming, I'd have to edit it. I mean, I guess it's technically what I'm doing anyway, but there's something about just that. I'll just bang out the episode tonight, record it, edit it, get it ready to upload, shoot it out in the world tomorrow. So yeah, there'll be episode 21 will be out manana. And next time you guys see me, this is, my mom said it earlier, and I was like, damn, Mom, don't say that. But this is my last Saturday being 24. This is my last Kobe Saturday. This is my last, the last 24. You know, we had a lot of good Saturdays. We had a lot of good, 51 other good Saturdays. They were pretty bussin', pretty banging, if you ask me. But yeah, Monday we turned the big 25. So that'll be fun, I guess. Let me write down the title, because I'm going to most definitely, because I didn't talk about hardly any of the shit that I had written down. Let's see. Perfect. Damn, it's already almost 1? Fucking A, bro. That is crazy. That is actually crazy. Jesus, Murphy. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. It sucks that I took so much time to finally get to this point where I'm starting to do stuff, but I'm just glad that I'm here doing it, because I genuinely feel from the bottom of my heart that this is what I'm supposed to be doing, and that this is what I'm meant to be doing. And like I said a couple episodes ago with the music as well, I'm just, I'm slowly putting all these different pieces together and getting things together and making things work. And I'm learning and trying and building. And honestly, I just can't wait until more finances come in, because I'm just going to invest a lot of it back into the streaming and back into the stream setup and into the studio and in the music making, and just, it's a lot. It's an investment of a lot, putting into a lot. And I'm glad I'm here. I'm just sad it took me so long to get here, because I mean, I am my worst enemy, and I am always in my way of doing stuff, but I'm glad I was able to push myself aside and kind of get into it. Because yeah, fuck, you know what I'm now realizing? I haven't made, I'll do a cannabis video too, because I haven't done a cannabis video. It's been over 2 months since I've done a cannabis video. And I was gonna do a 420 video, but I ended up working and getting custard for that, so I didn't do that. Yeah, I gotta do a cannabis video because I've been lacking on the cannabis channel. I've been doing this, been going fucking crazy. If y'all like what I'm streaming on Twitch and the games I'm playing on Twitch, check out the YouTube. It's the exact same eel sauce 4 for the A. We've been going ham on Grand Theft Auto. We're already up to, I believe, episode 6 of the Adventures of Tony V, and the shortest episode I think is like 3 hours or something like that. So we've just been going fucking ham. I've been uploading a lot. Every 2 days I've been uploading on that YouTube channel, but it's not even like I've been trying to be that consistent with it. It's just I've been playing GTA like every night, so then I'll download that VOD and then I'll edit it and then I'll get that uploaded. So yeah, we're up to like 12 or 13 episodes now, and I have edited all the way up to 7, I believe. Yeah, and then I gotta edit a few more, get those dudes out, doing this guy, streaming. Yeah, it just feels good to be making stuff and doing stuff and meeting people, and I'm just excited. I've been having, honestly, a lot of fun. It's been really, really fun. And I just wish I did this shit earlier because there's nothing stopping me. I mean, I've had the PC, I've had the setup for it for forever. Even this bullshit, I made this fucking channel in the end of 22, like October or November of 22 is when I made this fucking channel, and I didn't do anything for like a year. Uploaded like a video last year. I think it was literally a video last year, and then this year I got the fucking kick in the butt that I needed. Like, come on, motherfucker, do this shit. Like, let's go. Come on, chief, let's go. And the schedule's just worked out. That fuck it, Sundays upload or record Saturdays, upload Sundays. Fuck it, and fuck them. But we're out here doing it. But yeah, we're going to get into some circle time reading to close us out here. We did finish. Okay, good. We did finish the last book, which was the Satanic Bible. In the last episode, we finished that. So in this episode, well, not this specific. Well, yes. In this episode, the next book in the book club that we're reading for circle time reading is going to be this. It is Epictetus's Discourses and Selected Writings. Quote, I must die, but must I die bawling, end quote. Epictetus, a Greek Stoic and freed slave, ran a thriving philosophy school in Nicopolis in the early 2nd century AD. His animated discussions were celebrated for their heretical wizardry and were written down by Arian, A-R-R-I-N. I'm not sure if it's Arian, his most famous pupil. The discourses argue that happiness lies in learning to perceive exactly what is in our power to change and what is not, and in embracing our fate to live in harmony with God and nature. In this personal, practical guide to the ethics of Stoicism and moral self-improvement, Epictetus tackles questions of freedom and imprisonment, illness and fear, family, friendship, and love. So this is I'm pretty sure he's the dude that like founded Stoicism, and that was something I've been admittedly not doing as much practicing of it. Yeah, I guess practicing of it. But Stoicism is basically like part of that said. It's basically learning how to, it's reacting to things that you can't control, but like reacting, I guess, positively or whatever. Just accepting that shit's out of your control and then focusing on the things that you can control, right? So like you may not be able to control that it's raining outside right now, but you can go put a jacket on and go be outside and still be dry. It's kind of like something like that, which me personally, I need a lot of help working with that kind of shit because I can get very involved with stuff or very emotional in the moment, whatever. But if I just kind of sat back and then analyzed and let it, of course that's harder to do in the moment, and it's not until like hindsight or whatever the fuck that you kind of have those reflective moments. But I remember I was trying to get into Stoicism a lot last year and into this year, and Epictetus is like one of the dudes for that. So this will be the new book club book that we'll be reading for circle time reading. But before we get into that, we have to smoke some ritualistic herb. Speaking of which, YouTube did not like the last episode. I'll have to check the... I haven't been on the channel since last week. I haven't been like on the back end looking at the analytics. But I'm pretty sure the video got custard as far as like views and stuff like that. because it got age restricted, but I'm pretty sure that's because we were smoking a joint like the whole fucking time and started off. Pretty sure we started smoking pretty early into the video, and I believe what gets your shit custard as far as, because again, it's a game, they're not going to tell you anything, they're just going to let you guess. I believe right now the meta of what custards you for age restriction in cannabis is the smoke. So I think it was because I was smoking and a whole bunch of that, and early in the video. Here now, what? It's like fucking, yeah, it's a little after 1. Started like 12, well, after like 12:10, 12:15. So we're like, what, 45 minutes deep? Yeah, we're like 45 minutes deep, so I feel like that'll be, because I guess it's like an automated system and then humans look at it, but I've never been flagged on any of other my videos, the whole podcast. Never been flagged on any other ones, and in every single video I've smoked. So I think it was just me sitting here, the early smoking earlier in the video, and then smoking for a long period. I think that's what custard it. Because like the episode before that didn't get custard, and I always do a bong rip. So not too sure. I mean, it's not pissed off when it sees this, I guess. So maybe it's just the smoke. But regardless, I hope y'all are ripping with me, tripping with me, sipping with me. And for all my sober soldiers out there, I salute y'all. This bowl is for you. Cheers, everybody. Does it have the wind blow the opposite direction? Does not help that the wind is blowing into the house. But hey, that's what we got the incense for, right? That was a good ripper. All right. Second book of Circle Time reading. Let's get at it. Discourses and Selected Writings. Epictetus, AD 55 to 135. I don't know what the fuck that means, but I can do math though. Damn, he was 80 years old? Fuck. That's crazy. If that's how math works, if 135 minus 55, that's fucking 80. God damn. That's fire. What an old man. Was a teacher and Greco-Roman philosopher, originally a slave from Hierapolis in Anatolia, modern Turkey. He was owned for a time by a prominent freedman, that's ironic, at the court of the Emperor Nero. After gaining his freedom, he moved to Nicopolis on the Adriatic coast of Greece and opened a school of philosophy there. His formal lectures, the Discourses, were transcribed and published by his student, we'll call him Arian, who also composed a digest of Epictetus's teaching known as the Manual or Enchiridion. Late in life, Epictetus retired from teaching, adopted an orphan child, and lived out his remaining years in domestic obscurity. His thought owes most to Stoicism, but also reflects the influence of other philosophers, Plato and Socrates in particular. His influence has been deep and enduring, from Marcus Aurelius in his Meditations to the contemporary psychologist Albert Ellis, who has acknowledged his debt to Epictetus in devising the school of rational emotive behavioral therapy. That's fire. Robert Dobbin was born in New York City in 1958. He received a PhD in classics from the University of California at Berkeley in 1989 and taught history and classics at the college level for years. He is the author of Epictetus Discourses, Book 1, Oxford, 1998, as well as articles on Virgil, Plato, and Pythagoras. Currently, he works as a book editor in Northern California. Why the fuck they're telling me about this, I don't know. But now you know too. Oh, okay, because it's translated and edited by Sir Robert Dobbin. Okay, that's why. Epictetus, Discourses and Selected Writings. Introduction. At the beginning of the 2nd century AD, in the reign of the Emperor Trajan, a group of young men could be found studying philosophy at a boarding school in Nicopolis, a Roman colony in Epirus, northwest Greece. They were students of Epictetus. In a prefatory letter on one one such pupil, Arian by name, 86 to 160 AD, takes credit for committing a sizable number of Epictetus's lessons to print, thereby ensuring their survival. These are the discourses. Arian is also credited with preparing a digest of his master's thought, the Manual, or in Greek, Enchiridion. A modest number of fragments attributed to Epictetus have also come down to us, some of them derived from discourses otherwise lost, as only 4 books of the 8 that Arian originally published are extant. Damn, so we only have half the books? That's mad fucking ironic. Let me make some books and have a record of what this dude said so that it'll live through time. Loses half the books of what a motherfucker said. Oh, that's crazy. Besides becoming an uncommonly diligent stenographer, Arian, I don't know what to fucking call him. Arian was an author in his own right, best known for his biography of Alexander the Great. He was also a man of the world, a Roman consul and later legate to the Roman province of Cappadocia. Taking into account his own literary aspirations and the formidable challenge posed by transcribing Epictetus' lectures live, i.e., as they're being delivered, some may have questioned whether his opening letter is completely trustworthy in characterizing the collection as nothing less than a verbatim record of what the philosopher said, inside and outside the classroom. Most students of the discourses incline to the view that, in the process of effecting the transition of Epictetus' lecture to print, Arian probably permitted himself a few editorial changes, establishing the dramatic context of the discourses in imitation of Plato's Socratic dialogues may be one of his contributions. But many alterations or, quote, improvements he made to the text are unlikely to have been extensive. The books of history and geography that Arian wrote later are so unlike the discourses in style and content that, even if we did not have his word for it, we would be unlikely to conclude that they were products of the same hand. We'll call him Arian. Arian published his edition of the Discourses soon after Epictetus died, and an unauthorized edition had already been in circulation. So, other of Epictetus's students were in a position to judge how faithful Arian was to the actual words of the master, and we have no record of anyone impugning their essential honesty. On the contrary, Arian's collection was accepted immediately as an authentic and definitive record of Epictetus' thought, and even though Arian was responsible for actually writing the book, Epictetus is conventionally and rightly treated as their author. Even if we cannot be sure that Epictetus actually said everything attributed to him in the discourses, or in those exact words, we have no reason to doubt that the book of the material does derive from what Arian and others heard while seated at the master's feet. That's fucking fire. So as far as we know, this is straight from the horse's fucking mouth. God damn it. This is why books and knowledge and education is so important. Because through people just writing this and passing this down for fucking generations and years and thousands of years, we to this day still have that same access to knowledge and that same ability to pry into and listen. You're about to listen to, and I'm about to read and learn this man's thoughts and his ideas and what he believed and I don't even know what the fuck 56 AD is to one fucking whatever AD. I don't even know. I don't genuinely know. To me, that's just fucking backwards words together. I know what 2024 is. I can get that part, but when you start going, I don't know. But for whatever reason, this dumb asshole can sit here right now in front of you all and in front of the whole world, in theory, and read about this man and stuff from this man who existed way the fuck back when. This is literally a time capsule. This is so cool. God damn it. This is so cool. Biography. Details of Epictetus's life are sketchy. The discourses themselves are our richest source of information. We can only make an educated guess as to the year he was born and the year he died, but are not likely to be far wrong in giving his dates as 55 AD to 135 AD. Again, I have no clue what that actually means. We know that he was born into slavery because he tells us so, and from an ancient inscription we learn that his mother had been a slave. The place of his birth was Hierapolis, a major Greco-Roman city in what today is southwestern Turkey. The native language there was Greek. The Koine, Koine, or Common Greek that derived from the language of classical Athens, but became widely disseminated in a simplified form during the Hellenistic era. The discourses are a principal source for our knowledge of, we'll call it Common Greek, as is the Greek New Testament, to cite another example. Greek New Testament? What the fuck? More than once, Epictetus refers to himself as, quote, a lame old man, end quote, but nowhere elaborates on the cause of his disability. Two traditions independent of the discourses give competing accounts. Early Christian authors report that a sadistic master was responsible for rendering him crippled for life, but others interpret lame old man as an almost pleonastic phrase, which is to say that he may have suffered from rheumatism or arthritis as a natural consequence of advancing age. Yeah, again, for mathing, 135 minus 55 is fucking 80. So if this dude is 80 before we even start counting the way we count now, that's way back when, my guy. Holy shit. People are having back problems by the time they're 40. Yeah, no, this dude most definitely probably had like fucking arthritis and all that kind of crazy shit. The latter explanation, in fact, is in fact the more likely. We know who his owner was. His name was Epaphroditus, and Epictetus makes mention of him several times, not exactly in complimentary terms, but not with any hint of bitterness either. Epaphroditus is famous for more than just being Epictetus' master. A former slave himself, damn. After manumission, he rose into the position of Nero's secretary in charge of petitions. Later, he would serve Domitian, Domitian, in the same capacity. Serve Domitian. Descriptions of life at court frequently appear in the discourses, in terms detailed and vivid enough to suggest that his service to we'll just call him his service to acquainted Epictetus at first hand with the manners, routines, and attitudes of the emperor and his courtiers. God damn these nerd words. We can go further and speculate that in this equivocal position, a slave on the one hand, but also a privileged member of the emperor's inner circle, Epictetus came to appreciate in full the ambiguities of power and learn to distinguish real freedom from counterfeit. Damn. This dialectic of freedom and slavery colors much of his presentation of Stoic thought. That Ep allowed Epictetus consider wait that that Ep allowed Epictetus considerable freedom of movement. Okay. Fuck, okay. That Epaphroditus allowed Epictetus considerable freedom of movement and association is implied by his attendance at the lectures of Musonius Rufus. Tacitus, a contemporary Roman historian from 56 AD to 117 AD, describes Musonius as the foremost Stoic of his day. We are fortunate that a sample of his lectures was included in an anthology of morally edifying readings known as the Suda, which still survives. Musonius gives lessons in practical ethics on particular questions such as whether women should be allowed to study philosophy based and what relationship ideally obtains between a husband and wife. While he does not engage the same topics, Epictetus in his discourses displays a similar focus and orientation. Both men concentrate on ethics to the virtual exclusion of physics (cosmological speculation) and logic. Logic and physics feature in the discourses, to be sure, but typically in an ancillary or illustrative role, and neither one gets caught up in ethical theorizing. They always treat ethics with a view to applying it in real life. Reading books and becoming fluent in the doctrines of philosophers are deprecated as ends in themselves. What? Reading books and becoming fluent in the doctrines of philosophers are deprecated as ends in themselves. Even more than Musonius, Epictetus has a plain and practical agenda. He wants his students to make a clean break with received patterns of thinking and behaving, to reject popular morality and put conventional notions of good and bad behind them. In short, he aims to inspire in his readers something like a religious conversion, only not to appeal by any articles of faith or the promise of life in the hereafter. Stoics did not believe in the afterlife, based, but by appeal to reason alone. That's fire. Logic and reason, baby. Come on, let's do it. Epaphroditus granted Epictetus his freedom, precisely when we don't know, but from then on he devoted his life to the practice and preaching of philosophy. When Domitian, suspecting them of republic sympathies in AD 95, ordered all the philosophers in Italy to pack up and leave, Epictetus turned this insult into account by moving to Greece and founding his school there, in a spot where he had probably little to fear in the way of competition. Nicopolis, the site he chose, was a Roman colony founded by the Emperor Augustus to commemorate his victory over Antony and Cleopatra. It functioned as the de facto capital of the province of Epirus. The site had other advantages. It was on the Adriatic coast, making it easy of access for prospective students from Italy. The student body drew mainly from upper-class Roman families who admired Greek culture and to taste of were particularly keen to taste of the accumulated wisdom of the Greek philosophers. Oops. We have no Where to go? We have no information as to how long students typically stayed at Nicopolis, but under Epictetus' tutelage, but it was probably no more than a year or two. The school, in any case, was a success, and when its reputation attracted the attention of the Emperor Hadrian, more kindly disposed toward philosophy than his predecessor, he honored it and its founder with a personal visit. Damn, that's crazy. Imagine your school is so dope that the president himself comes and visits. Like, I like the shit you got going on here, pal. This is nice. I fuck with it. That's fire. Tradition has it that late in life, Epictetus retired from teaching and withdrew to the peace and quiet of family life. Under conditions imposed by old age, that is. He became a parent by adopting rather than fathering a child. Damn. And took into his home a female servant to serve as a kind of surrogate mother to the child and domestic servant for himself. That he had absented himself from family life for so long shows that he regarded philosophy as a jealous mistress who demanded practically all his time and attention, which family life would not allow. That this renunciation of family life represented a real sacrifice is suggested by the fact that he took it immediately upon retiring. He evidently thought he had earned the comforts of home after devoting most of his life to improving the lives of others, the successive generations of students who had passed through his school. We have no more news of Epictetus beyond this. After creating this version of a family, he was evidently content to settle into it and live out the balance of his years in obscurity. Oh yeah, I forgot I set an alarm. I was like, why the hell is my phone going off? Damn, it's already $1:19. You know what? W me for setting an alarm is exactly why we set an alarm, because this is a perfect spot to put a little pin in it. Perfect spot to put a little pin in it. So yeah, we're about to tap into some fucking philosophy, some stoicism. We're gonna be learning some stuff. So if you made it this far, comment penguin or put a penguin emoji down in the description so I know y'all are a real one. I appreciate y'all. As always, make sure you check out, I don't know if I plug it that much in the podcast, but make sure you check out the Discord so you guys never miss out on all the shit that we do. Like I said, I will be streaming right now, but when this video drops, we'll also be streaming then. So be on the lookout for that because we are going to be gripless. But I appreciate y'all, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.